Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Rimworld. You might notice something about our cute little Rimworld, other than the big hole in the mountain that I've expanded and will probably soon be using for hydroponics. You might notice that we're down a colonist. I was playing a little bit off screen, and I wanted to make a little bit of progress, decompress, get my things rolling. And in that meantime, three of my colonists set off the traps. And in setting off the traps, Sam is bedridden and Rapture unfortunately died. And so we had to bury her after harvesting her skull to hopefully use on our skull pikes so that she can never be forgotten. It does suck. The worst part is that it did happen off screen, and there wasn't really a way that I could make it on screen other than by just showing you it after the everything anyway. So I'm so sorry to every Rapture fan out there, but now we're stuck with Rosa, Goss, and Sam. And hopefully in 2 days our advent of drugs will go well, because we need a leader. We need more bodies too. We need a lot. And we need this wildfire to stop. Oh my god. But we're in the middle of spring now, which is fantastic. With it being the middle of spring, we can comfortably say that what can we say? We're getting people to show up and not join our colony, but instead trade for stuff at our colony. Does that make sense? Because people didn't show up previously due to it being cold and shivering and unfair, but now people are showing up every so often because it's normal temperature hours. And, well, normal temperature hours means that people are more comfortable actually showing up. But Rapture will unfortunately be missed. And our raccoon that we got last episode, I got hungry. I got a little bit hungry. And speaking of hungry, we are rapidly running out of food. We desperately need our plant cutters to plant cut, so I'm going to tell Rosa to stop researching so hard, even though she's so close to microelectronics, which will give us medicine production, which will be great. What we need right now is food. We can't work our colony without it. And that's kind of in part why I'm building this hydroponics, so that I can just remove this and have this instead be stocked and ready for the next winter time. I don't know why Rosa isn't going for Sam! Smoke! No, don't clean. Smoke! You need to smoke, trust me! Hit that dubious blunt rotation! But we desperately need food. And by desperately need food, I mean like yesterday levels of need food. So right now we're just kind of waiting for Rosa to, as some would say it, lock the frick in. And now that we unfortunately have group of ducks joins the colony. Okay. Animals? Oh, that's great! How lucky are we? But yeah, now that we unfortunately have lost so many of our colonists, we can just start working on, what are the words? Moving them out of their little cafeteria. Moving them into their own houses, and here soon, maybe even making more houses to try and get more people in, because I think that's what Rapture would have wanted. She carried us through a lot of the early game, and I mean a lot of it. Now that we're comfortably with our... Oh, I don't... That's a... Okay, Harvest. I was hoping that was like a person, I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping that was like a person. But it's okay. But yeah. Now that Rapture is gone, I think that comfortably marks that we are in what is known as the mid-game. We have our geothermal generators, we're starting to make hydroponics basins indoors, self-heated, all of that, you know? And now we're doing what a lot of Rimworlders tend to do at this point, and that's get stuck because we don't have many components, you know? So I think, as rough as it's looking for our social scene, as bad as it's looking for who's on handle, yeah, all of you start annihilating our ducks, please. But even though we've lost so many colonists, even though it's been extremely rough, I think we're fortunate enough that we can call whatever we're in right now mid-game. That we can start looking to figuring out how to get our cool cyberpunk vibe, that we can worry about slowly getting off of this planet. Because I think that's what Rapture would have wanted. Oh, how I miss her already. Her spike is right here, though. Or her skull is right there. So, you know, at least we're going to be flaundering that so that raiders get scared and terrified. And if we ever get into the slave business, which I'm not saying is on the table, but I'm also not saying is off the table, you know? What do you need? Okay. But if we ever get into the slave business, we will be able to comfortably vibe out, basically. Now, we are trying to move forward. We are trying to advance. And unfortunately, our colonists seem to be making that as hard as possible. God. Bob! Cook at your stove, buddy. And Sam ate, but I might unironically start making Sam addicted to smoke leaf. Because I don't need Sam to explode. That's the last thing I need right now. I need all of my colonists to remain sane, normal, and loyal. And we can't really do that unless everybody's like in their mind zone, you know? It does mean that we have to worry about food much, much less, which in a way is good. In other ways, not so much. But, you know, we take our wins where we can take our wins. And unfortunately, we have to take the win of the loss of Rapture. I really hope that come the time of the advent of drugs, when everyone's in their sane sense of self, I really hope that when everybody is capable again, we'll be able to actually sustain having that many people. We'll be able to use that extra person to bolster our colony. And when you get enough sleep, Bob, you're gonna hit a midnight blunt rotation. But when we get that person to join our colony, they will never be able to replace Rapture. Let's be honest. Rapture is our goal still. But they will hopefully try and fill the hole that was left. Because all we can hope to do is try, and again, I think it's best if we try and just get off of this Rimworld already. Alright, Bob, hit that nasty blunt rotation. Get that. Yeah! I bet it's no longer assigned to Rosa. Yeah, it is. And now this is a slightly impressive bedroom, but it's not even a bedroom anymore. Bam! Dining room. Yep. Yeah, we did it. Oh, it looks like lightning is striking, which makes me glad that I did some fire break preparation for that. Goss is in his minor break mode. So I'm just nope, I'm not. You're on that blunt rotation, dog. Get to blunting. And then you're gonna clean the laboratory because this place is getting all dirty. Then you're gonna clean this hospital, and we're gonna leave the other hospital room a little bit dirty. Because this is the hospital room that Rapture perished in. And I don't think anybody in the colony is ready to, you know, forget her. You can't forget a fantastic pawn. You can't forget a fantastic player. Oh, there's an Aurora outside! Everybody wake up. Wake up, everybody. Go outside right now. Extinguish the fire. I'm glad I woke everybody up. Alright, now go back to bed. I just needed the mood buffs for the Aurora so that I can tell Bob to keep locking in, because that's what I'm going to need him to do. He's going to need to make a bunch of meals to try and compensate for our lack thereof. So I'm going to tell him to clean this kitchen and then prioritize cooking at this stove, because I think you're good on food? Yeah, you're good on food. You can binge it, Bob. I believe in you! But yeah, we're trying to move our farm indoors now. We're trying to recover from the harsh winter, and we're gonna try and keep stockpiling, honestly, because that's what we need to do. And that's the point that we're at now. Now, fortunately, we're also at the point where we can start making a poker table. Because poker tables give good recreation. And then cancel that, and then move it over by one. I think that's gonna give us a pretty cool looking recreation suite. It's gonna be recreationally sweet. So anyway, even though we've made big losses, I hope you're enjoying the video so far, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I've been having a fantastic time doing this, even through the struggles of losing one of my favorite pawns. Rimworld Runaway was rough, and I don't know why I keep mentioning it, but Rimworld Robotics is really doing us good. There is a mad hare. There is a mad hare. Is anybody outside? You're not. Oh wait, no, you are. Go inside. But yeah, I'm very appreciative of all of the support that I've been getting recently. Rimworld Robotics has already hit approximately 30 views, which is crazy, considering this is only, what, episode 5? Where's the mad hare? Where did it go? Did it die already? Okay, whatever. So really, honestly, thank you all. And if you want to keep showing any kind of support, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I normally save it for the end of the video, but I really don't think a lot of people understand how important those 3 things are. It gets the algorithm going, it gets more people seeing the videos, and it ultimately helps make these videos a lot more worth it, a lot more comfortable for us. But yeah, hopefully we don't get another trap incident. I've learned the schedule for Area Run 1 to just blot this out, to make sure that no colonists go through it ever. And I'm just gonna keep working on the colony. I'm gonna keep getting things done, I might put a house here because I really want another colonist, and we only have 4 beds. So I'll honestly, hopefully, see you when we get that house built so that we can start working on that colonist. I'll be right back. And we are back. We're currently getting raided by one idiot with a bunch of grenades, and I'm really hoping his shooting is bad, because it is, right? And the Supreme Army should like us a little bit, actually. We let go one of their believers after trying to convert them a little bit. But this hero guy absolutely sucks. He could definitely be a shooter, but he is also a supremacist. So we're going to subject him to the whims of our Destructo Hall. And if he gets through it, which, let's be honest, if our pawns couldn't, their pawns can never. And yeah, we should really be all good. I don't know what he's doing right now. I think he's scouting out, and he's like, what is this vending machine that's broken? Actually, Marissa, go inside. Smoke this blunt, girl. Get that blunt going. Yeah, and then go eat something. No. Stop. Stop that. You fool! Opening up a hole in our defenses like that. Alright, now they're beginning their assault, so I'm gonna tell Rosa to hide in the research room while the rest of us just, What was that? Did he just do that for the lulz? I think so. Yeah, and then now he's yep, dead. Death. And now that all that's done, all of our people are going to go eat. And we're going to continue construction on this room. Because, again, we really do want another colonist. Even if they will never be the same as Rapture. So yeah, I'll see you when we get this done. Or when we get raided again. Because that guy was just straight up foolish. Straight up fiendish. Straight up goofball. And we're probably going to add these frag grenades to our repertoire. But I have to figure out how to do it carefully. So I'll be right back with either great news. No, with just great news. Because I'm awesome. Alright, and we are back with only relative good news. We just finished the little house that we have for our unspoken next person, and we're gonna begin a role change to make Bob our machine installer. Now that we do this, hopefully our people are gonna be relatively happy. Our people are gonna be thrilled that we have a leader again. We also got Rosa a burqa. I forgot to mention that. People are like, oh, what do you need a burqa? That's just because the role that she is needs a burqa. Oh, no, I did it wrong. Hold on. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't. If I could go back in time, because I'm going to suffer major losses, major mood losses from Bob and Rosa, I would go back in time and do it right, because I kind of accidentally... There we go, successful. And then begin role change. Rosa, machine installer. Begin! But yeah, we have our machine installer gear. We have a leader now, and a leader that everybody is okay with, which is most important, right? And after Rosa becomes our machine installer, which went successful, what we're going to do is we're going to begin our advent of drugs after everybody eats. I don't want to starve our people, actually. And look, it's our little recreation bin. It's somewhat impressive. You know, the game doesn't want to rub our backs quite yet about it, but it's somewhat impressive, and that's good enough. But yeah, now that everyone's all done, we're gonna not begin a role change, begin an advent of drugs, and hopefully get another person joining us. Because the last times that we did it successfully, somebody joined us. And hopefully it ends up going well enough that we get another follower, because I really need another pawn. Please be unforgettable. Oh, it was fun, but Rin is gonna join us and we're going to immediately accept. Hello, Rin. Hello. You're missing the high life. You're an undergrounder, but you're green. Oh, yes. We're not gonna have you on any sort of shooting, but we are happy to have you as a part of the colony. Now, this room, we actually just made this room for you, girl. We actually just made this room for you. Would you look at that? But the first thing that we're gonna tell you to do is you're gonna show up and smoke a joint. Yeah. So get over here. Now, everybody's mood should be happy. Hopefully, Rosa isn't like, oh, I lost my role, but Bob will be like, oh no, Bob does not care. Yeah. Game recognized game. Game recognized that I totally whiffed. Like, absolutely whiffed. And we're just gonna get everybody smoking a blunt, right? We're gonna get everybody in the high life again. Who knows? We might start working on Psychite tea soon, actually. Oh yeah, sterile tiles. I researched that in the last episode, I'm pretty sure. And in the meantime, I use them for my kitchen because I need my kitchen to be sterile, and then I use them in the medical area because I need the medical area to be equally as sterile. I don't know why Rin has the fucking gall to enter Bob's house, but I was actually gonna deconstruct that. Because as nice as it is to have Bob's personal table, it just conflicts, and I think Bob one day might just snap and obliterate these people. But we're going places now. We're going places, and we finally have a comfortable construction and miner. But no, what are you doing? Okay, finish that. Okay, perfect. Schedule. Area 1. Don't go in there again. Oh my god, heart attack, heart attack, heart attack, heart attack. Oh. I almost forgot. We need another pike. Pike of Steel. Because that raider that raided us that I showed you the raid of, we took his skull. Oh, inspired recruitment on Rin, even though she just joined and we haven't been raided by anything. That's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, I think all mining operations should generally happen within the compound from here on. The wilds are a little bit too wild for my taste, and I really just don't want to accidentally lose another pawn. We just got back up to 5 after getting clonked back down to 4, and it is a devastating feeling. Oh, Cocoa Pods! Oh, Sequoid, yay! Bob, hold the Psychoid. Goss, hold the Psychoid. Rosa, hold the Psychoid. Rin, hold the Psychoid. Oh, and because Rin is new, we actually have to tell her to prioritize these things. And now we can tell Rosa to go back to prioritizing studying, because our food supply is really, really big. And we're looking still sad that we lost one of my favorite colonists, but happier that we're back on the swing of things, you know? We're not looking all the way better, but we're looking better. We're looking like we can do more again. You know, we're looking like we can play the game again. But yeah, I hope you all have been enjoying Rimworld Robotics so far. I feel like I keep saying that. Honestly, my bad if I sound like a broken record, but this is just fun for me. This is greatness, honestly. And I might turn that into a prison. I'm gonna turn that into a prison. I'm turning that into a prison. Prison time. Prison time. Prison time. Sorry. Oh yes, microelectronics. And we're gonna go back a little bit to go to Psychite refining, I think. Yeah, because we just got some Psychite in our midst. And I'm going to turn this into a prison that looks relatively nice, and it's going to be so far away from absolutely everything that hopefully we won't have to worry about anything, really. But I need to increase our storage. The more that we do stuff, the more stuff that we have. Which sounds awesome, but it really isn't. We're struggling to find a good storage place right now, and I really don't like the idea of having to make another, storage bin, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Like me right now, making these hydroponics so that we can make potatoes and rice. Rice, honestly, it's gonna be rice. It's gonna be rice. So that we can make rice and drugs inside. And I'm gonna keep working on that. This is gonna be our hydroponics field. It's gonna be pretty cool. We don't need it to look good, but I want it to look good, is the thing. And this is gonna be the rough part. Haul things. All of this. Haul that. Oh, what is this even used? Is this crafting, boss? Where are you? You were gonna mine? You're good not mining. Yeah, make us some like materials so that we can stop using steel for everything, honestly. But yeah. We really need to figure out a more optimal way to build buildings and get things done, because even though the steel is awesome, right, I think being in the mid-game means begging for 100 in silver. We're gonna leave them out in the open, but finding an alternative means that we can... Yo! They're hostile? That's their fault. They showed up naked. They didn't even make it to our compound. Oh, it doesn't matter. I forgot. It doesn't matter. They're not affiliated with anything. We can do anything with them. That's hilarious. A traveler from Lago Union is passing by. That's pretty good plans, but anybody that has a passion in melee is generally unwelcome, actually. And you might ask, oh, why is that? Because our people actually gain a negative debuff from their religion for using melee weapons. It's weird, but I promise you, it does make sense. They like high-tech stuff. Guns are high-tech. Even if we've lived in the era of guns for so long, guns are high-tech. Look at that. Perfect. We're already getting so much stone. We're getting stoned in this bit. And I think that means that we can build another... No, because that's our graveyard. The house would probably go here, let's be real. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Hold on, somebody got an inspiration? Shooting frenzy on Sam? Awesome! But yeah, we're gonna try and get our hydroponics basins all done and dusted. Automatically on rice, perfect. And because I'm feeling so daring, so bold, we're actually gonna put sun lamps in here. We only need one right now, but we will eventually need two, and needing two is gonna be rough. Needing two is gonna be very rough. But on the flip side, guess what? We have a geothermal generator waiting to be built, even if we don't have the components at all for it, or the steel at all for it. Oh god, this is gonna be a little bit rough, huh? I'm sure it'll all work out anyway. But yeah. Oh, and our fire stoppers were finally built, so that's even better. Thinking of building like a big fire stopper here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh no, my event's quest is expired. I don't care. Yeah, just get that going. Just isolate ourselves from the outside world. Make it so that we only need the compound. Look at that. We're already almost done fully building our... Blah, blah, blah. Also, what? Our cook has been bombed. He has a cooking of 8. What do you mean, a food poisoning from incompetent cook? He is more than competent. This game is rough. Alright. Now, we can't make psychite yet. We need to study psychite. And then we can refine it and then make some awesome stuff. Rin just throwing up in the plant area. Perfect. Now, what do we worry about? I think we can start studying prosthetics. I think that would be pretty good. It gives us a safety net, and now that we have psychite refining, we can make flake, which we're gonna make a couple of. I'm gonna tell Goss, make a couple of flake, please. Give us variety of the drugs of which we consume. It's gonna be great. Yeah, look at this. This is already looking fantastic. I am absolutely worried about how this takes up our... Yeah, I kind of figured. We're going to turn that off until we get another geothermal who's a what's it. What? We're doing kind of crazy mode. And honestly, I think here soon we can just start turning this one off. Maybe retrofit this into its own room. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, actually. And I know that might seem odd, but the thing is that we need the light here now. You know? We need to make sure that we're getting the materials that we actually do kind of need rather than would prefer. Therefore, just having this be... Oh, hold on. Bob, rip this guy's skull out. Thanks, Bob. Bob, bury this guy 6 feet under. Not there. Don't consume him, Bob. Bob, bury this fool. Thanks, Bob. And now we can go to our ideology and build another wooden skull spike. This is gonna be like an epic walkway. I want you to imagine like one of those scenes from... Oh. I want it, but I don't want anybody to die, so it's just gonna rot there. It's okay. But I want you to imagine like one of the scenes from like Star Wars where the Empire is walking down and they have all of the stormtroopers and such. That's what this is giving off the vibes of. Which on one hand is terrible because the Empire is a fascistic empire. On the other hand, though, aura, right? Aura farming, or whatever the kids call it. So that's pretty hype, you know? But yeah, we're jumping back into the swing of things. We're getting a minor break risk from Goss because smoking? Lack of smoking. Smoke. Stop throwing up. Dude, stop throwing up. Smoke. Now eat your food. You smoked. Make energy out of nothingness. And I'm sorry for the dog bark in the background. I said in one of the previous videos I record late at night, but today I was just feeling restless. Today I was just feeling like I had to record something. Even if it was the middle of the day, I could not help myself. And so, you know, now it's the middle of the day, so you might hear a bark or two, but hopefully not too much. Bob, please deconstruct that before you go eat food. Thanks, Bob. Now go eat food. Now clean the dining room. I don't want people's puke everywhere. Now clean this laboratory. Oh my god. Good lord. But yeah, and then get to work. Now that we have that deconstructed, we can actually start working on refitting this to be a actual room. Do we have... Oh, whoa. Hold on. I had an idea. I may not have a brain, but I have an idea. We're going to use that for sandstone, and we're going to make a luxurious room out of this. Do we need anything else? Like, are we missing anything? Hold on. A high-tech research bench. That's what we're missing. Ooh, right. Right. That's what I've been postponing. Okay. Well, um, I'm gonna try and get everything sorted on that end in the meantime. Actually, you know what? I don't think I will. I think we have a lot already for today's video, even if it was unfortunately including the loss of Rapture, one of our favorite colonists. We're gonna try and get Bob to speak. Go on, Bob, preach, spit straight facts or whatever they say. Speak thine truths. I was thinking of terrible. Oh, you have a bad social. Hold on. That was a good social. Sorry. Bob, you can't handle being the leader. Oh, you can be our plant specialist. What, you? Hold on. You're gonna be our plant specialist now? Handle, cook, construct, mine. Do we use you for any of that? No, not really. Perfect. So we're gonna swap your roles for our Flora brain. Last thing of the episode, I promise. We're gonna organize our roles appropriately of our sect. And we're gonna make Bob not the leader anymore. Bob, unfortunately, does not have the social skill to be a leader. So we're gonna instead... Goss is the one with the good speaking skill and the double passion for... I think Rin has to fulfill the role of leader. Wait, no, focus mind. That's what she is, because nobody else can be a focus mind. Okay, Goss. You've lost Callahan. It's time that you show these people that you deserve to be the leader of these people. Perfect. And then we're going to begin a role change for Rin to be our focus mind. Even though everyone's getting hungry, it shouldn't take too long, I promise. We're getting everything ideologically set. After this, everybody gets to go eat. Perfect. Now we have all 4 of our roles finally, and everybody eating together too. Have you smoked? You have smoked. You're suffering from malnutrition. Fake news. But yeah, thank you all for watching today's video. It really means a lot to me. I really enjoy playing Rimworld, and having people enjoy watching Rimworld is a new thing to me, but a welcome thing regardless. I hope you all are equally as excited as I am for the progression of this colony, and I hope to see you soon. So until then, take care of yourselves, and this has been Mally. I'm signing off. Bye!